Hey all, Double 1/8 at Shadow here. So let's go ahead and get straight into it today. We're going to be covering a range of topics on individual singles as well as the new announcement that Bushiroad made for the new Bushiroad Summerfest. Still called the BSF, but they changed spring to summer. So we're going to go a little bit into that as well. But let's go ahead and get into the singles. First thing are a few of the generics that we got out of DivineZ 5. The cards which can search alternate grade 3s from your Vanguard and also provide a 10k shield rate or higher. So one of them is the one for Brandgate, Waving Congregate Glitch Approach Center, which has 9 listings on the market for its triple rare, but a huge amount of listings on the silver and FFR right now in comparison. There are over 37 listings on the silver rare, which is currently at a base of around $5, while the triple rare currently only has 9 listings at $225 to start off with. And there's a stark difference in the market price there of about $1.50 to almost $7.50. So, odd to see. Essentially, the silver rare is just not popular enough to see a buy at $5. Whereas some players are just going for the triple rare at this point. And the FFR is currently at $45 for its base price, but a market price of $17. Not really moving that easily there. Then you have the Dark States one, Varsargo, which currently has 12 listings on the triple rare starting from around $5. The silver rare has a base listing that's a little lower, starting from around 370-ish, but a market price of 430-ish, and then the FFR has dropped off to a base price of around 17 with a market price of around 30. I remember when this was in sneak preview, this was actually the most expensive to pick up, or at least I think it was. At the very least, I know I pulled an FFR of this, and then that got sold pretty readily on the release date because I couldn't sell it during sneak preview, but it's gone down since then. Ultimately, there's no big usage of any of these yet, but given that they're generics, they are still holding some significant value as triple rares. You also have more Imperio support, Levy Dress, that is slowly moving up. Like Knight of Formosity Charmnet is effectively a staple in Imperio right now, and only has 9 listings on the double rares, which are still under $2 to start off with. And the frame rare is the next in line at $6 for its base price. The silver rare is still on buyout status and has a base price of $17, but a market price around $7.50. The highest I've seen this one move is about $8 so far. Then there's Onfall Antogester, which is still a critical component of playing Imperio right now. The card's current pricing is $6.40 for the base, and it has 28 listings on the market for the triple rare. And if we take a look at some more details there, overall the market price is starting to see more of a decline over the end of December to now, but it's still much higher than its low point back in November. And with Imperio still looking to be one of the bigger decks, even going into the set 6 format, I can imagine that this is going to move back up in value eventually. Especially given that when you take a look, or actually, there are actually a lot more copies on the market that are under $10 right now, or at least right around that point. But that's also from set 4 just being cracked open quite a bit in comparison, and set 4's popularity has overall just been pretty weak. You can also see that in the energy tokens that you can get out of set 4, like the Myodo Hikari energy token here is currently around $75 with 11 listings on the market. And you can see the market price has had a steep drop off over the last few months. It used to be over $100. Now the market price is around $93. And in terms of availability, there are plenty of them underneath $90 right now. Though when I say plenty of them, that's 6 listings. Yeah, it's actually 6 listings overall from the 11 that are up there. It was 11, right? Yeah. Ultimately, most of the energy markers from this set just don't have a lot of hype going for them at all. The Quan Aikawa stamp is also not really moving too well at a base price of 58.25 and 7 listings, so there aren't that many on the market, but this one's market price also dropped off quite heavily. It used to be in the $90 range, now it's just over $60. And in terms of availability, there are 3 of them right around the $60 mark, and the first listing actually has 6 copies of it. There's only one that exceeds $70, and that is a ridiculous price point of $250 anyway, so that's definitely not going to sell. Now to talk a little bit about the Lyrical Cup that Bushiroad announced. So, for the Summerfest, what Bushiroad is planning to do is a split between premium format and lyrical Monasterio format. Essentially, some BSFs are going to use Lyrical Monasterio for the tournament, and some won't even use premium at all. From the looks of it, the premium scene is getting weaker in a number of places, and at least that's what Bushiroad is saying to us, is that premium is moving out the window in favor of just trying to keep players within standard format. That could be a really bad sign for the premium base and also value in premium and overall just legacy Vanguard in comparison. But on the topic of the Lyrical Cup's announcement, I wanted to take a look at what was selling in terms of Lyrical Monasterio right now, or at least things that players are taking a look at. So, we talked about Orpha, which right now is just hyped on Overdrive. We still don't know what Overdrive does. We don't even know if Orpha is really needed in the deck. So we'll just have to see come the announcement later on for that card. And I don't think we're even going to see Overdrive get played until later on in the anime. It's probably going to take another 2 or 3 episodes, but we'll see. Loving Pink Francet is also up there for its triple rare, as that's number 2 at $24 right now for the base price. I talked about Precia a little while ago. Now it's about $24. Yuika is still up here, along with the LSR of Lutetia and the FFR of Yuika, apparently, despite the fact that there haven't been that many listings selling. So I don't know how TCG Player is gauging this best selling. Strega is at 5 listings right now at $37, so it's still holding up there. I mean, its reprint is coming, but again, that's not going to be until May. Valifer, which is also a new generic from DivineZ 1 Lyrical, is holding around $12. You've also got the MSP of Coral, the other LSR of Lutetia from set 3, Bear Toy, which is the draw trigger. The LSR is up here for 185. Again, I don't understand how they're gauging this, because if Bear Toy's LSR is on the best selling, it's strange to not see the regular draw triggers on the best selling for the first page. Valsplan is at 6 listings for its reprint from Lyrical DivineZ 1, around $12. Other stuff on here, the FFR of Relie, which is for Herminia, and then one of Yuika's other reprints, Crossing Illumirays for Wallista, particularly the Ride line. Then we have the reprint of Bear Toy on the first page at almost $4. Ulperis, which is the cat, currently at around $14. We take a look at the second page. Let's see what else we've got here. The front trigger, Palvi, the reprint of that one is $4 and is on the second page. The original printing of Valsplan is also on the second page for around $14. Beware of the Sneeze Fireworks. Other notables, let's see. Oh, the Mikoto Saito heel trigger is up here too, despite the fact that it hasn't even had that many listings. So again, I really have to question how TCG Player is judging best selling, because a lot of these are very questionable. Nostria is up here too at 36. This one makes sense given its history. And Flemglam Rogia has also made the top 2 pages at $5.50 right now. So Flemglam has been gaining in popularity recently, and with the Lyrical Cup on the way, I can imagine there'll be some more popularity behind it. Something that's not on the front 2 pages, which I really question though, is Clear Shimmer Aura. It has a number of reprints on the market and is available for as low as $2. But there is the frame rare from the original set 3 at 15 right now. Another card to watch for is Showered Applause Dragon. This is from DivineZ set 3 and is intended for Pale Moon. Currently, the double rare is around $2, $2.50, while the frame rare is a little bit higher than that, almost $3. No silver rares on the market. That one also has the highest market price of over $4.50 compared to the other two, which are still under $3. Aest Wrestler is in an interesting position where the double rare has the least amount of listings, but to that point, that means it's been bought out more than the other two. $40 right now in the double rare, but only 2 listings versus a combined 16 listings between the silver rare and frame rare, which are both just under $30 to pick up. So if you're looking for Aest Wrestler, look at the high rarity. They're more readily available. The Sephiroth Gila reveal has really shot up the price of Virina Esperidia, or I should say, caused a buyout. The 2 lower end copies that I was talking about before, they were in the $7 to $6 range where I was recommending to just pick them up just to have a set. And as soon as Sephiroth Gila went up, it looks like a day or two later, there was a buyout at the $7 to $8 range, so now the base listings are in the $15 to $17 range. The SP is up to $30, and the DSR hasn't sold for a while, but its low price is just under $130. Desire Devil Fujo, which is for Greedon, this one is aligned on its frame rare and double rare in terms of pricing right now, and in terms of both, they both have double-digit listings, but there was a slight increase on the double rare in terms of market price, whereas the frame rare's market price has been decreasing, so they're kind of aligned there too. In any case, this is another one you'd want to watch out for, especially when you consider that with new mask support that's definitely going to come down the line, Greedon has the potential to bounce back. Operate Master Fryhot. I almost feel like this one is getting neglected in terms of all the Brandgate hype that we've been seeing recently. This one is still great due to the fact that it can grab Persona rides out of your deck generically. So just another one to keep watch for. Although it does cost a counterblast, so I can understand why players might just skip on this one. In any case, it's pretty easy to pick up for having one reprint. Under $10 for the original as well as the reprint right now, and the market price is aligned just under $8. Ron Orange is short on listings for its double rare. This is another one from set 9, which is plant token support. The frame rare has a lot of listings on the market and has it's basically the same base price, and the market price is about $1 higher, almost $1 higher on the frame rare right now. So just another one to watch for. There has been some sellings of Ron Orange recently. Union the Sky, which exclusively comes out of that new Stardust Blade starter deck, has been bought out to the point of $35 with only 3 listings on the market right now. Market price has jumped to almost $19 from $15, and yeah, it's a hold the line right now at $35 with a $4 shipping tag. So I can imagine we'll see more copies get back on the market cheaper, because has anyone actually bought this at this? We've seen one sell. We saw one sell at $20 a few days back, and otherwise they've been selling at $17 to $18. So the starter deck itself is around the same price, though. So if you're going to be buying this, you might as well just buy the starter deck. And our last card for today is Effervescent Shadow Dream Blade, which comes out of Fated Clash as a common, but it got reprinted in this month's and last month's promo pack. Mainly, I want to talk about the foil promo, because that one is pretty expensive at a market price of $15 and $30 for the base listing, 4 listings altogether. Whereas the common and the common promo can be picked up for under 50 cents. So there is a huge discrepancy of trying to bling this one out, especially when the card itself, at least its archetype, the Veranos, don't see a lot of play right now. So, overpriced, in my opinion, but to be fair, it is the only way to bling it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.